we use mosquito repellents like All Out, Good Night, etc.? Will there be any short-term or long-term health hazards for using them? Dengue, malaria, Zika, and chikungunya diseases are transmitted to humans through the bite of infected mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are very common in India due to tropical climate. The majority of diseases spread by mosquitoes have neither specific therapies or vaccines. Therefore, we use mosquito bite appropriate dressings, applying insect repellent creams, or use the liquid repellents like All Out, Good Night that contain a compound called TFL to protect us from mosquito bites. So I went out to read the ingredients label in an All Out package. On reading it, it has 0.88% a compound named transfluthrin or TFL. It is a household insecticide. TFL is known to have adverse effects on health of children, and it affects the child's neurobiological genotoxic effects on human target cells. Inhaling these TFL vapors are generally safe for humans at low concentration. However, prolonged exposure and exposure at high concentrations may lead to neurotoxic effects including headache, dizziness, and nausea. The other ingredients are 1% butylated hydroxytoluene and 1% perfume and 97.12% kerosene. As a consumer, we are allowed to know what is the actual perfume used so that we would know whether it is safe for us to inhale it or not. And the butylated hydroxytoluene is a known endocrine disruptors. These are compounds that affect the fertility and reproductive organs. And kerosene, it is harmful to breathe kerosene, but it is not toxic as the other ingredients. Okay, let's have a look at Good Night. Good Night has similar ingredients like All Out, but it has the twice or the amount of transfluthrin. Knowing the health hazards of a standard Good Night, the company has issued a new product called a neem natural based Good Night. Does the company accept that the previous products are not safe enough? Okay, let's look at the ingredients in the neem Good Night. There is only 0.1% neem oil. So why it is just a marketing strategy, or is it actually safe? Okay, 10% eucalyptus oil, it seems much safer than a normal Good Night, but it also has rest almost 90% excipients QS. I don't know what that compound is, so the company should clearly disclose what the excipient QS is to assess the safeness of this product. What are the health effects? Though these liquid repellents are approved by the Indian Medical Association, they need to be used in a well ventilated room. Look at the caution message in an All Out bottle that says doors and windows should be kept open while using. Various household transfluthrin products such as vaporizers and mosquito coils may result in concentration of these chemicals around 15 to 40 micrograms per meter cube of the room space. When used in a closed room, this transfluthrin compound in this liquid coil, its concentration increases and can have adverse effects. Transfluthrin kills mosquitoes by attacking its nervous system. There are several medical studies that show this compound affects fertility rate in humans and can lower the male and female reproductive hormonal levels. Researchers at Mawana Azad Medical College Hospital and Associated Hospital, New Delhi, conducted a study that shows transfluthrin or TFL compound released from these liquid mosquito repellents affects fertility in rats. The link to this article, published in 2024, is included in the description below. They chose 48 adult rats, both male and female, and divided them into 3 groups. The first group is the control group. It was not exposed to this TFL compound. They were fed with a regular rat chow diet for 12 weeks. Next is an inhalation group. The inhalation group were in a closed room with some ventilation and was fed, and the room was plugged in with 5 All Out coils, and it was turned on for 12 hours every day for 90 days. And there is a third group, which is the oral group. The rats were fed with 500 milligrams of this TFL compound with 1 kg of the rat feed for 90 days. So from this, after this period, 9 pups were born from the control group where no TFL compound were ingested or inhaled by the rats, meaning a fertility rate of 75%. 3 pups were born from the TFL inhaled groups with fetal abnormalities and thus a mating rate of 50%. This is much lesser compared to the control group, and 2 rats died from inhaling this TFL compound. The TFL exposure through inhalation reduces the birth weight of these puppies as well. The rats that ate TFL showed zero pregnancy. Well, that is shocking. Next, they also found that this compound affects the hormones in rat. Hormones are very important for reproductive health, and TFL in mosquito repellents disrupts the hormone levels and potentially affect fertility. The results of this study indicated that the TFL exposure reduced the hormone levels in both male and female rats and decreased the animal's ability to reproduce. The reproductive hormones such as testosterone, lactating hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, prolactin, progesterone, and estradiol reduced up to 40% in both male and female rats after testing. So, what is safer? How to safeguard us from mosquitoes? Mosquitoes bat cost average of 500 rupees and are much cheaper on a long term compared to the liquid mosquito repellents. Consider the money spent in fertility clinic. People can spend money on mosquito nets, which is way cheaper and a good investment for your long term health. If you want to use this mosquito repellents, please use it in a well ventilated room so that quantity of these toxic vapors is well below the limits, and do not use them in closed AC rooms. Well, to conclude, fertility and IVF clinics are on a rise in India due to several factors, and we need to be cautious while using everyday products and protect male and female reproductive health. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and let us know what topics related to health and toxicology you want to be covered. Thank you.